It's surprising with Caldwell being such an agricultural area where we produce a lot of our own food that we meet the USDA's definition of food desert in two of the primary zip codes in Caldwell. In addition, our local senior population make up a disproportionate amount of the Idahoans and the people in this community that are served from our local food pantries as well. So we knew that this was a need before we started the program. It's been quite a big project. We built it from the ground up in 2021. It was a pilot project that was born out of some of our coalition members' concerns about our senior population, especially with the pandemic.
This economy has really been punching me in the gut. There have been some people that know I usually buy and have been very generous to me, and that means a lot.
It's taxpayer dollars that we contribute to the senior program. We want to make sure that it goes to a good cause and being used effectively in our community. And we can see 100% that all the money that we're putting into that, it gives back to the community tenfold.
So what we do is utilize our funding to spread it throughout all 4 months of the market season. And each week, seniors can come up to the booth and get, this year it's $8 in vouchers, to then use like cash to shop for fresh local produce.
For the senior program, it is so cool. You go buy vegetables, eggs, honey, little of everything.
I'm finding I'm having to really kind of race to get here if I want those perks, but I love it. And people are just absolutely wonderful, and I've made friends.
The Senior Farmers Market program here in Caldwell is the only one in the state. And what we would love to see is other communities begin to replicate that.
I've been doing farmers markets, my family and I have, for about 20 years ourselves. And it has been so exciting to see the markets grow tremendously.
I even had a lady come up and she shared with me that for a lot of her friends, this is the only produce that they get all week.
We really want to see sustainability, of course. We're still in the early stages and working to solidify all of these pieces that we're learning that you need for success. My hope is to continue with our local sponsorships to keep this a locally sourced program.
Biggest thing for me is just to encourage other cities to look into it. It's one of those programs that you really see the benefit of it and the relationship that the city is creating with the University of Idaho on this program. It's been a great benefit, like I said, all around.
This is really a step into being more of a visible and really valuable community health partner in projects like this.
Well, working alongside with this program, we can get nutrition education out, we can teach how to eat smart, how to cook and prepare food in a healthy way.
We have a lot of our Mayor's Youth Advisory Council members that volunteer. These are 16, 17-year-old kids getting to interact with 70, 80-year-old people.
I feel like for me it's super heartwarming because they just remind me of my grandma, and I'm just very grateful to be having that interaction, and I feel like they're always really sweet.
I feel like for me it's also I found more common than I thought I would.
I had an interaction with somebody who was only Spanish speaking, and I started speaking to them in Spanish, and I was like, oh, have you heard about this? This is what we do. And she was just so relieved to talk to me, because she was like, oh, I was nervous and I really wanted to hear about this.
The great thing about the Senior Produce Program is how successful it's been over the last few years.
I keep coming. I definitely spend my senior bucks.
I definitely would say without the program, our sales would not be as great as they are with the program.
The thing that gives me the most joy is getting to physically hand seniors the vouchers for the week, because we talk a lot about theoretical change, but this is getting to actually make the change and see people be able to immediately go buy produce.
It's an exciting thing to be part of anything that's, grassroots. And I hope that it continues. I hope that it grows and spreads to, honestly, all the markets in our great state of Idaho.